Okay, about to leave for the flea market. It is raining and cold, but there's someone who said they have a collection for me. Let's go.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubblegum.
So we're here at the flea market. Let's go find this person. Not just rain, it's windy and cold, but hey, we got weather vanes from the top of houses, deer heads, all types of stuff. Got a Voltron here. Is that Voltron? No. This is some knockoff Voltron. Rain is lightening up. Let's see what we got. Oh, I see binders. This is fun. Turtles, Simpsons, the Treehouse of Horror, right? Got some cool stuff in here. MTG white cards. A lot of commons. We have a lot of newer stuff here. I don't see any. Let's see what we got here. Oh, it's a lot of commons. I'll look through this and see what we got. Dude contacted me. Let's go see this collection. Cards I was looking at was all commons. I mean, there were some older ones. It's just that I have an actual non-pick through collection to go look at, so I'm gonna go look at that right now. This is a lot of uncommons and commons. There are some foils of lands and stuff. I have to think about. Okay, so what the deal was, dude wanted 1,500 for it all, and I mean, there's a lot of cards, but it's hard to tell people that, you know, commons. Yes, there's a lot of them, but commons are rough when it comes to value. So yeah, I'm gonna go get breakfast and I'll talk to him in a little bit and maybe we can come to an agreement on the boxes with a couple of decent cards. All right, so I went to lunch or breakfast with the wife at the diner and I'm gonna come back and speak to this guy. I doubt he's gonna come down on his price. We'll see what happens. Let's see what we got. This place is normally filled on days like this, especially when this is the season opener, but because of the weather, it's like empty. It's like 25%.
So sentimental. I already sold some games too.
Well,
There was one dude who was pretty quiet.
I sold my original Nintendo and I so regret it just because it's the one I played on.
Oh, all right. I'm not gonna sell that one.
Yeah, man, that you really don't want to get rid of the ones that you played on.
The games you can find.
Yes, exactly. With like the stickers you put on it and stuff like that, you know?
Really peeled off a tiger symbol.
Yes, I like it, giving out my number to people who don't have their cards with them today. So it's like, you know, they're gonna hit me up with some cards. Recorded books, Two Towers and Return of the King. Nintendo, what? That poke? Weird. Hey, look what I found over here in the back. Let's see what we got. This is so expensive. $30 for an island. Mind. You know what? I'm gonna go through this and see if there's anything. For a rainbow veil, I wonder how much they want. Okay, let's see what the wife found in here. So we got some cards to look through. We got some gypsies. Let's see what else we got. Hey, if you want to do some like photo location, here you go. More oddball items at the flea market. That is a big bucket of lard. I remember these guys from when I was little. Okay, there's some statues. Oh, look at that toaster, friggin' old school. Alright, so I got a couple of cards after all, which is cool. I came here for a collection, I gave out my number, got a couple of cards. Now it's raining more, so we're gonna go. However, when we're home, we're gonna check out what when I get home, we're gonna check out what I got. And I gave out my number to a couple of people, so maybe I'll be meeting up with some people tomorrow for some magic cards. We're back for day 2. There's less rain today, and some people said they were gonna bring some cards, so let's see what we got. Old games. Uh-oh, the missus is gonna miss this one. This is like army toys and toy train stuff here. What is in this huge tube, I wonder? Well, one of the guys who was supposed to meet me was like, I was looking at them and I didn't bring them because I didn't think you'd be there. Of course I'm there. I'm always there. Yes, The Exorcist. Yes. It wouldn't be a flea market without uranium glass. Yes. Okay, so that was a complete bust. We'll go home and check out what I got yesterday. Hopefully we'll meet up with the guy from here later this week. All right, everybody. We are going to look at what we got at the flea market. Let's check it out. I think first I'm going to open this. Yes, Double Masters 22 draft. Okay, I'm going to use this. Pull tab, fun times. Didn't really work that great. Jeez, these are really in here. So I guess these are the Japanese ones, maybe? Yeah. So, right to this card, and then the foil. And a foil number 2. Jamoka's Command, not bad. And Bedlam Reveler, not great either. Let's see what we got here. That was a rough pack, guys. Okay, so let's see what I got at the flea market. Actually, this was a good deal. So, how it works, for me anyway, is if somebody's like, I don't know how much they're worth, I'll look through the whole thing and I'll give them an estimate. If I ask somebody how much do you want and they tell me a price, that's usually what I'm going to pay if it's a good deal. So this time we got a decent deal. I asked, they told me this was $1, so I'm like, all right, the rest of the cards were priced out as well. So these are the 3 cards I got for $1 each. I got a piece of a Black Lotus, piece of a Chaos Orb, and Mesmeric Trance. This isn't a good deal. This is like $1. But, geez, look at the sharpness of these corners. It's impressive for the flea market. So I was pretty happy with that. You know? Not bad, right? I mean, good enough to sleeve, which is really rare from the flea market. Okay, and of course the Lotus. Very nice, right? Crispy. Surprisingly crispy for the flea market. So, yeah, it was opening weekend, but there wasn't a lot of people there because it was raining. And that collection I went to look at, the guy just wanted too much. He was basically valuing the commons. Like, he told me, he's like, you know, there's 7,000 cards in this box, so even if they sold at 50 cents each, that's $3,500. Look, he had 2 mega boxes with like 7,000 each, and then he had another box that was I think one of the 5,000 boxes. There were 3 long boxes and a deck. The deck was premium deck series slivers. In one of the long boxes was maybe 100 foil lands and Silver Age common and maybe just common foils. There were a lot of uncommons in there, some from Mirrodin and Invasion and stuff. That was a decent long box. The best long box, yeah, it had some rares. It had a Helm of Obedience. It had an Ancient Tomb, Personal Tutor, and what was it? A tutor from Mirage. I think Enlightened Tutor. Anyway, not much more than that. There was a few small reserve list cards. Nothing too crazy in that box. Yeah, premium deck series slivers. Like I said, the third long box had a lot of uncommon and commons, but there was a Ravnica life counter in there. And then of the 3 big boxes, the smallest of the 3 big boxes had all uncommons and a lot of those dividers and stuff that you see, the plastic card dividers and deck dividers.
Yeah, it was full of uncommons and had those in it, and then the other two were just commons, and it was more newer stuff common. So yeah, he wanted too much. He wanted, I think he ended at 1,500 for the whole thing. I was like, I could have given him 600, and even then, that's what I offered, and even then I was overpaying. I was at 400 and I came up to 6 just to, I guess I could have squeezed it out of it, but really, I gave him an extra. I offered him $25 for each of the huge boxes full of commons. I honestly didn't want them. I was offering him $25 so that I could, I was tipping him $50 for both boxes, and I would take it off his hand. So he didn't know that, but I was helping him out. To him, he was letting it go cheap, but whatever. He didn't want to sell parts. I tried to get the long boxes by themselves, of course. Yeah, so that's what happened. What are you gonna do? There was a lot of Magic cards at the flea market this time, though. It was impressive. Remember to hit the like and subscribe. Check out my Patreon, channel memberships, all the fun things. Otherwise, have a great day, everyone. Peace.
Man. Game over, man. Game over. What the fuck are we gonna do now? What are we gonna do?
Maybe we could build a fire, sing a couple of songs, huh? Why don't we try that?